Hi students, let's look at this question here, which is on vectors. Let's see if I can do this proficiently. So this question is on a cuboid. It's taken from one of the ACJC tutorial questions. So the diagram shows a cuboid of OABC and A prime, B prime, C prime, in which the length of OA, OC, OD prime are 3A, 2A, and A. So I think just first thing is just to label them, the length here. Then you have 2A. This is the length. This is not the vector. So OC is just 2A. And the height here is A. Okay, so if this is a cuboid, we know that the opposite length here are the same. Alright, and the height here, they're all the same length at the side here. Okay, so I'm just going to label them down first. The next thing what we'll do is, okay, the point O is taken as the origin with unit vectors I, J, K. Okay, this is important. Please pay attention here. OA is I, so this is 1 unit here. So this coordinate system, this would be I. Pointing here, this is positive I. Then OC is J. OC is J, meaning this is J over here. And here, pointing outwards here, is K per unit, right? So typically we point outwards as K. So that's the whole point there. Now the point P on C prime, B prime, and Q. So P is somewhere here. I'm not sure where is it. P is here. And Q is here, somewhere here. Okay. So but we're given the ratio here. So remember in class what I mentioned is try not to read off the ratio like that. It's going to be very confusing. So sometimes students get confused how to write this out. So I will suggest rearrange this CP, C B prime as a third. Okay. So you know that C prime P will just correspond to a unit length, and C prime B prime correspond to three units. All right. So C prime P is 1, so this will just be 1 here. This is 1. Okay, then this would be 3 units. Okay, maybe this is so this is 1. This whole thing here is 3. Okay, so it's a ratio of 1:2. All right. So just remember that. I'll just repeat this. This is 1 and this is 2. This is 1 and this is 2. 3 units. So in turn, this will give us 2 units here. Alright, so that's 1. Then after which we're going to do the same thing for OQ, OT. OQ is OD prime is equals to 1/3. OQ is 1 unit. OD prime is 3 units. So OQ is the same thing. So basically this is a Q will be here. So this is 1. This is 3. So that will be 2 on top. Okay, great. Now find the position vector of P and Q. Okay, great. So it's not. So we're going to just find first one. Now we know that OD prime is just 0, 0. Now take note, OD prime, because you're moving A units upwards. So this is just you're not moving 0, 0. You don't have any IJ components. You just go up. So by going up, you have 0, 0 component here. Then this will be A, 0, 0, A. Okay, the position vector here is 0, 0, A. For this case here, this is 3A. So because you move I, but 0, 0, then this B here is good to just label everything that you quickly. So this is 3A, and you move 2A in this direction. So you move from here, 3A, and this is 2A, right? So in other words, this column vector here is 3A, 2A, and 0. So reading the column vector, the position vector is important because I think sometimes you need to get used to it. It's exactly like reading Cartesian form in secondary school, just that now you have more things to. So it's 3A, 0, because you don't have any J component, 3A, 0, and A. Alright, so, and then I'm going to just label this as 0, 2A, 0, and this is 0, 2A, and A. So I label everything that I need. So now I could do what I need to do. So I have all this. I'm going to do with P first. So by ratio theorem, okay, I know that now here, this is an interesting bit. So OP is, remember by ratio theorem, this over here is actually a triangle. Do you see that this is like a triangle? So the the idea here is essentially we going to just this area here. So we're going to take the vector in the middle here. Okay, it's always a subject. By ratio theorem, this is always a subject. So OP will be equals to, so you take OC cross multiply, right? This is 2, and this over here cross with 1. So OC prime times 2 plus 2 times 1, then 1 times OB prime. Then you add both ratio up together, which is 2 plus 1. Okay, so ratio theorem, remember the middle person is always the, what do you call it? The subject by ratio theorem. So there you go. I got this, and I need to just write 2OC prime. OC prime is 0, 2A, 0, 2A, 0, 2A, and A. So 0, 2AA. Plus OB prime is 3A, 2AA, 3A, 2AA, and 3. Okay, so we add everything up nicely here. What we'll get is this is 3A, this is 6A, then there'll be 3A divided by 3. So this will just be divided by 3 throughout. This is A, 2A, and A. Okay. So that is our, what do they want? They want the position vector. So A to AA. So we can leave it as a column vector, or just write it down. OP prime is A I plus 2A J plus AK. Great. So this is OP. Then we're going to look at OQ. OQ is actually, where is OQ? OQ is the easiest. OQ is just basically secondary school stuff. OQ is just 1/3 of OD, right? So this is 1/3 of OD prime. So that will be 1/3. OD, we already list up AA 00A. So this is just this is OQ, which is actually just 1/3 AK. Okay, is 0I. So I think that's pretty okay. That's OQ. Alright, let's look at the second one.